So we are going on with the solution to the WASSCE 2024 for school candidates, General Mathematics, Core Mathematics Paper 2. So the paper written by students from Nigeria. So these are the questions we are going to consider in this part. Question 6 through question 13. So we'll consider all these questions. So get ready so that we start. So we are beginning with the question number 6. Given that x plus 2, 4x plus 3, and 7x plus 24 are consecutive terms of a geometric progression, GP, find the value of x, the common ratio. So if these are consecutive terms of a GP, then we can find a common ratio taking any two consecutive terms. So the common ratio R will be equal to 4x plus 3 over x plus 2. Then we can also find a common ratio using this term and this term. So that is 7x plus 24 over 4x plus 3. So since the common ratios are the same, it means the two equations are equal. So 7x plus 24 over 4x plus 3 is equal to 4x plus 3 over x plus 2. So we can cross multiply this times this times this. So we have 7x plus 24 times x plus 2 is equal to 4x plus 3 times 4x plus 3. So let's expand this, and this will give us 7x squared. This and this will give us 14x. This will give us plus 24x. Then this will give us plus 48. So we applied a perfect square expansion here. This will give us 4x squared, which is 16x squared. Then we have this one here, giving us 2 times 3 times 4x, which is plus 24x. Then we have plus 9, which is 3 squared. So we applied the perfect square expansion there, and we had that. Okay, so 24x, we get rid of 24x. So we are left with 7x. We have 16x squared here. We have 7x squared there. So we group the like terms. Then we have this is 48. It's 48. So let's do this simplification. Group like terms. So 16x squared minus 7x squared. Then we have 14x here. So minus 14x. Then we have 48 here. So minus 48 plus 9, or plus 9 minus 48 is equal to 0. So we have 9x squared minus 14x. Then we have minus 39 is equal to 0. So we have to multiply 9 by 39. Then we find the factors. So 9 by 39, that will give us 9 times negative 39. So negative 39 is the same as 9 times negative 3 times 13. So negative 3 times 9 will give us 27. And 27 minus 13, or 30 minus 27 will give us negative 14. So we are going to get the factors to be negative 27, and 13. So we split the middle term. We're going to get 9x squared. We're going to get 9x squared minus 27x. Then we have plus 13x. Then we have minus 39 is equal to 0. So we have 9x common to both terms here. So we are left with x here minus 3. Then we have plus 13 common to both sides here. Then we have x minus 3 is equal to 0. So we have 9x plus 13 into x minus 3 is equal to 0. So we are going to get either 9x plus 13 equals 0 or x minus 3 equals 0. So if we are going to get x is either equal to negative 13 over 9 or x is equal to positive 3. So these are the values of x. Both of them will give us a geometric progression. So both values of x will give us geometric progression. So we need to find a common ratio. The common ratio is going to be 4x plus 3 over x plus 2. So let's do that. R equal 4x plus 3 over x plus 2. When x is equal to 3, the common ratio will be equal to 4 times 3 plus 3 over 3 plus 2. That will give us 4, 3, 12 plus 5, 15 over 5. And that will give us 3. Then when x is equal to negative 13 over 9, the common ratio will be equal to 4 times negative 13 over 9 plus 3 all over, we have negative 13 over 9 plus 2. And when we simplify this, we are going to get r to be equal to, r will give us negative 5. So I'm leaving out that one for you to work out to find to simplify this to get r equal negative 5. Now let's look at question number 7. The table shows the ages of 20 children in a household. Given that x is to y is equal to 1 is to 2, find the value of x and y, mean age of the children. So we need to add all to see what is going to give us. It must give us 20 children in a household. When we add all the fractions, so let's add 2 to 4 to 2. That will give us 8. Then negative 1 plus negative 1 will give us 2, and negative 2, and that will cancel the positive 2 here. So first we add everything. 2 plus 2x minus 1 plus y plus 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus y minus 1 is equal to 20. Then that will simplify to 8. 8 plus 2x plus y is equal to 20. So y, let's make y the subject. Y will be equal to 20 minus 8 minus 2x. So in other words, you're going to get y to be equal to, there's another y here, so we are going to get 2y. So we have y plus y, 2y. So 2y will be equal to 20 minus 8. That will give us 12 minus 2x. So dividing through by 2, we get y to be equal to 6 minus x. So we can call this equation A. So if this is equation A, then we expect another equation, and we get it right from here. We're told that x is to y is equal to 1 is to 2, which is the same as x over y is equal to 1 over 2. So x is equal to 1 over 2y, or in other words, y is equal to 2x. So we have two equations. We have equation B here. Now y equal to x and y equals 6 minus x. So we can equate the two equations. That will give us 2x is equal to 6 minus x. Or when this comes to add, we get 3x is equal to 6, giving us x to be equal to 2. Now if x equal to, y will be equal to 2 times 2, which is 4. So therefore, the value of x is 2 and the value of y is 4. Then the B part said we should find the mean age of the children. So now we substitute the value of y here and here, and substitute the value of x here. What do we get? We'll get a table like this. So we need to find the mean age of the children from this table. So we can quickly draw a table like this again to give us the frequencies and the fx. Total of the fx is 150. So we know how to get the fx. Multiply this by this, this by this, this by this, this by this, this by this. So mean will be equal to x bar, which is going to give us summation of the fx over summation f, which is 150 over 20, and this will give us 20 will go here, 10 will go here 2 times, 10 will go here 15 times. So this will give us 7 whole number 1 over 2. So the mean age is 7.5 years. 7.5 years. We have question number 8 here on angle of elevation. Two observers, Abu and Bedu, 46 meters apart, observe a bird on a vertical pole from the same side of the bed. The angles of elevation of the bird from Abu's and Bedu's eye are 40 degrees and 48 degrees respectively. If at the foot of the pole, Abu and Bedu are on the same horizontal, illustrate the information in a diagram. So here's the diagram. Let Abu be here and Bedu be here, because the angle of Bedu is higher than that of Abu, which is 40 degrees. So this is the foot of the tree or the vertical pole, and this is the top of the vertical pole. Now they are 46 meters apart, so 46 meters, Abu and Bedu. So what else? So we are done illustrating the information in a diagram. Then the B part says we should calculate correct one decimal place the height of the pole. So let this be the height of the pole, and this is what you're going to do. You're going to use trigonometry. We have from triangle ATF, tan 40 is equal to opposite, which is h over 46 plus bf. 46 plus bf. So we can now substitute this equation 1. Let's call this equation 2. You can substitute equation 1 inside equation 2 to get tan 40 is equal to h over 46. Then we add it to bf. Now bf is equal to h over tan 48. So we are going to solve this equation for x now. So we can find the LCM here, which is tan 48. So we are getting tan 40 is equal to h over 46 tan 48 plus h all over tan 48. So it's like this is dividing what is here. So you reciprocate and multiply to get tan 40 is equal to h times tan 48 all over 46 tan 48 plus h. So we are going to cross multiply. This is over 1, so this will multiply this will multiply this. So this will give us tan 40 tan 40 46 tan 48. So this will give us tan 40 times 46 tan 48. Then they are all in degrees, so 40 degrees. Then we have plus h tan 40 is equal to h times tan 48. So this can come here to subtract. So we have tan 40, so 46 tan 40 tan 48 is equal to tan 48 minus tan 40 tan 48 minus tan 40h. So dividing through by tan 48 minus tan 40, we are getting tan 48 minus tan 40. So this will evaluate to give us the value of h. So the value of h here will be equal to 150. This will evaluate to 157.88559. To one decimal place, h will be equal to 158 meters. We have question number 9. Before we begin, please kindly share this video. Share it to your colleagues so that they'll also be able to have access to it and learn. Alright, so the diameter of a circle center O is 26 centimeters. If a chord PQ is drawn such that it is 5 centimeters from O to the center of the chord, calculate correct to the nearest whole number angle POQ, area of the minor segment formed by the chord PQ. So we can draw the diagram like this. Here is a circle. The diameter is 26. So this is 13. So 13 centimeters. So the center is O, and we're told that a line PQ is drawn 5 centimeters from O to the center of that chord. So this is called PQ. So PQ. Alright. Now we want to find the angle POQ, the value of angle POQ, this angle here. So we know that this is also OP is also a radius, so it is also equal to 13 centimeters. Then we also know that this is 5 centimeters and this is 13 centimeters. So by Pythagoras theorem, we know that this length here, let me call this one n, Pn, line segment Pn squared. When we add it to 5 squared, you're supposed to get 13 squared. So line segment Pn, the magnitude will be equal to 169 minus 25, which is equal to 144. So line segment Pn will be equal to square root of 144, and that will give us 12 centimeters. So this is 12, and this will also be 12 because the line ON is at the center of PQ from the question. That's what the question said, center of the chord. So we can now find the angle here using trigonometry. So we know that tan of this angle here, half of angle POQ, half of angle POQ, tan of this angle, which is half of angle POQ, is equal to opposite over adjacent, which is 5. So opposite over adjacent, which is 5, that will give us shift to tan inverse of, go to shift tan inverse of 12 over 5. So that will give us opposite over adjacent, that will give us 67. So theta, that is, sorry, half of angle POQ is equal to tan inverse of 12 over 5. And this is giving us 67.380. So to the nearest whole number, we are going to get 67 degrees. But we are looking for angle POQ, not half of it. So we multiply through by 2. So that will give us 67 times 2. And that will give us 130. Let me calculate before I run it. So we have 2 times of 67.380 will give me angle POQ to be equal to 134.760. So to the nearest whole number, I'm going to get 135 degrees. So that is angle POQ for us. Then next, we want to find the area of the minor segment formed by the chord. Now, with the B part of this question, we have to find the area of the minor segment formed by chord PQ. So minor segment here, this is PQ, remember? So that is the area of the sector. So area of minor segment, area of minor segment is equal to area of sector, area of sector minus area of the triangle, So area of sector will be equal to theta over 360 degrees times pi r squared minus 1 over 2 times base times the height. We know the base is 24, from P to Q equals 24 centimeters. So the height is 5. So theta is 135 degrees as we found. But I'm not going to use the final answer. Let me use the approximated value, which is 134.76. So that will give you 134.76 degrees over 360 degrees minus times 22 over 7. I'm using 22 over 7 for pi, times r squared, which is 13 squared, minus 1 over 2 times the base, which is 24, times the height, which is 5. So this will give us 60, and this will give us 134.76. This will give us 198.8 824. So when you subtract this, take 60 from it, what are you getting? 138.82 to the nearest whole number. That will give us 139 degrees. So the area of the minor segment is 139 centimeters squared. Centimeters squared, not degrees. We have question number 10 here to solve. In a man's will, he gave 2/5 of the total acres of his cocoa farm to the wife and 1/3 of what is left to the family. The rest of the farm was to be shared among his 3 children in the ratio 3:5:2. Given that the child who had the least share received 8 acres, calculate the total acres the man left. The number of acres the wife received. So the wife took 2 feet of the total acres. So we let x represent the acres that the man left. So what will be left? That is x minus 2 feet of x, and that will be 3 feet of x. Now we're also given that the family received 1/3 of what is left, and that is 1/5x. And what is left now currently is 3/5x minus 1/5x, and that will be 2/5x. This is what the children share. So children are to share 2 feet of x acres. In what ratio? 3:5:2. So the least share will be equal to 2 over total ratio times 2 feet of x, and that is equivalent to 8 acres. So we now solve this equation for x to get x to be equal to 100 acres. So the man left 100 acres of land. Then the B part says that the list price of a television set is 1,000. Okay, we have to find the number of acres the wife received. So the wife received 2 feet of 100 acres, which is 40 acres. So the B part of question 10, the list price of a television set is 1,600. It can be purchased by a deposit of $400 and the rest of the amount paid by 12 monthly installments at 25% per annum simple interest. If the television set is purchased by installment, find the total cost. So the list price is $1,600. So if you want to pay on high purchase, you have to deposit 400. So you are left with 1,200 to pay. The interest will be calculated on the 1,200. So we have 1,200 plus 12 plus 1,200 times 25/100. That will be the amount you pay in 12 months. So 12/12, which is 1. Then this will give us 1,200 plus 300. This will simplify to $300. So that is the amount you pay after. Instead of paying 1,200, you pay 1,500. So in total, you are paying 1,500 plus the 400, and that will be equal to $1,900. Before we begin solving question 11, please kindly share this video for me. Thank you. All right. So let's start. Question 11a. We have to find the equation of the line that passes through the origin and the point of intersection of the line x plus 2y equals 7 and x minus y equals 4. So the equation is nicely placed for us. We have x plus 2y equals 7. We can call this equation 1. Then we also have x minus y equal 4. The equation is already in the standard form. So when we subtract equation 2 from equation 1, we are going to get something like this. Or let's subtract equation 2 from equation 1. Equation 2 minus equation 1. Equation 1 minus equation 2 will give us x minus x, which is 0. Then we get 2y minus negative y. That will give us 2y plus y, which is 3y. Then we have 7 minus 4, which is going to give us 3. So dividing through by 3, we get y to be equal to 1, because 3 will go into itself once. Then if y is 1, then we can put y equal 1 in equation 2. So x minus 1 is equal to 4. So x will be equal to 4 plus 1, which is 5. So this is quite simple and straightforward. So the point of intersection of these two lines is at 5, 1. Now you have to use this point 5, 1 and the origin to find the equation of the line. Remember that the equation that passes through the origin have the equation. The line that passes through the origin has the equation y equal mx, where m is the gradient. So the gradient can be found using y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. So the equation we given by y is equal to let's say 0 minus 1 over 0 minus 5 times x. So we're going to get y equal negative 1 over negative 5x, or y is equal to 1 over 5x. So that is the equation of the straight line that passes through the origin. Or you can write it in standard form as multiply through by 5, you get 5y equal x, or we have x minus 5y equal 0. So any of them is correct. Now let's look at the B part of the question. It says that the ratio of an interior angle to an exterior angle of a regular polygon is 4:1. Find the number of sides, the value of the exterior angle, sum of the interior angles of polygon. So let's begin. So the ratio of interior angle. So we know that the interior angle I is given by 180 into bracket n minus 2 over n. And the exterior angle is given by E is equal to 360 over n. So the ratio I is to E is equal to 4:1. So in other words, 180 into n minus 2 over n divided by 360 over n is equal to 4/1. Remember, it's division, so don't multiply through by n. So division, we multiply by the reciprocal of the second fraction. So 180 into n minus 2 all over n times n over 360 is equal to 4. So this will cancel this. We are left with 180 will go into 362 times. So we are left with n minus 2 over 2 is equal to 4. So we are going to get n minus 2 is equal to 4 times 2. So n minus 2 will be equal to 8. So n will be equal to 8 plus 2. Therefore, n will be equal to 10. So that is the number of sides. We are done with that. Down the I said the value of the exterior angle. So the exterior angle is given by 360 over n. So I 360 over n, which is going to give us 360 over 10, and that will give us 36 degrees. Then the I. So this is I is sum of the interior angles of the polygon. So if the exterior angle is 36, then the interior angle will be 180 minus 36. And how many are they? They are 10. So sum of the interior angles will be equal to 10 times 180 minus 36, which is going to give us 10 times 144. 10 times 144 will give us 1440. So that is the sum of the interior angles of the polygon. Please kindly share this video before we proceed to question 12. Thank you for doing that. All right. Now let's look at question number 12. In the diagram, line segment PR is a tangent to the circle center O at Q, and the POQ is 56 degrees, and line segment PO intersects line segment SQ at V, such that angle SVP is equal to 109 degrees. We are to calculate angle TQP and angle QTS. So let us first of all determine the value of this angle here, which is equal to this angle. So let's call it angle OQT. So we know angle OQT, this angle here, is the same as this angle. So 2 times of that. So plus angle OQT again, plus the 56 angle. They are in the isosceles triangle OTQ. That will give us 180. So 2 times of angle OQT should give us 180 degrees minus 56 degrees. And that will give us 124 degrees. So 2 times of angle OQT is equal to that. Divide by 2 by 2. It means angle OQT, angle OQT is equal to 62 degrees. So this angle is 62 degrees. Then we know that from this here angle to this angle is 90. So if this is 62, then the small one here should be 90 minus 62. So that is angle QTP. And the QTP should be equal to 90 degrees minus 62 degrees, because the tangent PQR meets the radius OQ at 90 degrees, and 90 minus 62, that should give us 28 degrees. So angle OTP is angle TQP is 28 degrees. Now we need to calculate angle QTS. Angle QTS, this angle here, this whole angle here. So how do we do that? We know that this angle here is 28 degrees because it should be half of 56 degrees. So if that is the case, we know that this angle and this angle here and this 28 degrees should give us 180 degrees. So let's say angle STQ, angle STQ, adding it to the 28 degrees here, which is half of 56. So half of 56 degrees, then plus the 109 degrees should be equal to 180 degrees. So if that is the case, angle STQ should be equal to 180 degrees minus 109 minus 109 minus 28. So that should give us 180 minus 109 minus 28 should give us 43 degrees. So angle STQ is equal to 43 degrees. So this small angle here is 43 degrees. So angle QTS is made up of the 62-degree angle here plus the 43. Therefore, II part angle QTS should be equal to angle STQ, which is 43 degrees, plus angle OTQ, which is 62 degrees. And when we add that, we're supposed to get 105 degrees. So the other way that you could also find the two angles. Now let's look at question B, the B part of the question. We are supposed to simplify 2n squared minus 3n minus 2 all over 2n squared plus 3n plus 1 times n squared minus 1 over n squared minus 4. So how do we do that? First of all, we need to factor. So this whole thing will be equal to, if you multiply 2 by negative 2, you get negative 4. So factors of negative 4 that when we add, we get negative 3 are negative 4 and positive 1. So we are going to use it to split the middle term here. So we get 2n squared minus 4n plus n minus 2 all over, again 2 times 1 is 2. Now 2 factors of 2 that when we add we get 3 are 1 and 2. So we are going to use 1 and 2 to split the middle term here to get 2n squared minus 2n is positive, so plus 2n plus n, then plus 1 times, this is difference of 2 squared, n squared minus 1 squared over n squared minus 2 squared. So we proceed and factor. So we have the common factor here to be, highest common factor to be 2n. Then we have into bracket n minus 2. Then we have plus 1 here, n minus 2. All over, we have 2 n again over here. Then we have n plus 2, n plus 1. Then again, we have plus 1 into bracket n plus 1 times, now this time difference of 2 squares, so we have n minus 1 times n plus 1 over n minus 2 times n plus 2. Let us factor further to get 2n plus 1 into, we have n minus 2 all over 2n plus 1, then we have into n plus 1. Then times the difference of 2 squares gave us n minus 1 into n plus 1, then n minus 2 into n plus 2. So the n minus 2 get rid of n minus 2, n plus 1 will get rid of n plus 1, and 2n plus 1 will get rid of 2n plus 1. So we are left with n minus 1 all over n plus 2. So that is the simplified form of this expression you are seeing here. Here is question number 13. Before we begin, I want you to share this video to at least 2 people. Thank you so much for doing that. Alright, so let's now solve the question 13. In the diagram, ABT is a circle, center O, line segment PQ is a tangent to the circle at T, and ABC is a straight line. TC bisects angle BTQ. You have to pay attention to this part of the question very well. Alright, so TC bisects angle BTQ. So it means this angle is equal to this angle. Alright, now we were told that we are supposed to find angle ACT. We were given that angle BAT is 44 and angle PT is 60 degrees. So remember that this angle here, the whole of this angle here, should be equal to the angle here, which is 44 degrees. So if this line TC bisects angle BTQ, then this one should be 22 degrees. So if this is 22 degrees, we also know that the angle here by angles in alternate segment is equal to the angle over here. Because PQ is a tangent, so the angle it makes with the chord is equal to this angle here. That is why the angle here is also equal to the angle here. So we have 22 making 44. Because the question says that TC bisects angle BTQ. Alright. Then we can also find this angle here. This angle here. How do we find it? This is 60. This is 44 degrees. So that will give us 104. So 180 minus 104 will give us 76 degrees here. So it means we can now find angle ACT using triangle ATC. So angle ATC, when we add it to the 44 degrees angle, and we add it to this whole angle here, which is 76 plus 22, this and this, we should get 180 degrees. So we are going to get 180 degrees because we added 3 angles in triangle ATC. This is the first one, second one, then third one. So what do we do next? We know that 44 plus 76 will give us 120. So 120 plus 22 will give you 120 plus 22 will give you 144. Angle ATC plus 144 should be equal to 180 degrees. So angle ATC will be equal to 180 degrees minus 144. So angle ATC should give us 36 degrees. Oh, sorry, it's rather 142. Then we have 180 minus 142, which is 38 degrees. So angle ATC is equal to 38 degrees. Okay, so now we can move on to the B part of that question. The circumference of the base of a cylindrical tank is 11 meters. The height of the tank is 3 meters more than 6 times the base radius. We have to calculate the radius. So we are going to use this information here. 11 meters circumference of the base. You know the base is a circle and the circumference is given by 2 pi r is equal to 11 meters. So I'm going to use 22 over 7 for pi times r equal 11. So we now have to solve for the value of r. So we have 44 over 7 r is equal to 11. So I multiply both sides by 7 over 44 times 7 over 44. So this will give us 1 here. Then R will be equal to 11 will go into 44 4 times. R will be equal to 7 over 4 meters. So the radius is 7 over 4 meters. Or we have one whole number, 3 over 4. Okay. Then we are supposed to also find the height. We're told that the height of the tank is 3 meters more than 6 times the base. So height is equal to 3 meters more than 6 times the base radius. So h will be equal to 3 plus 6 times 7 over 4. So h will be equal to, we know 2 will go here 2 times, 2 will go here 3 times. So that will give us 3 plus 21 over 2. And when we simplify that, we are going to get, this one is like 6 over 6. The 3 is like 6 over 6. So it's going to give us 6 plus 21, which is 27 over 2, or 13.5 meters. That is the height. We found the height and the radius. And we are asked to find the volume. So volume of a cylinder is given by pi r square h. So I'm going to use 22 over 7 for the pi. Then times 10, 13.5 squared times 7 over 4, 7 over 4 squared times 13.5 meters cube. So we need to simplify this, and this will give us 22 over 7 times 7 over 4 times 7 over 4 times 13.5 meters cube. And this will simplify to 129.9375. To two decimal places, we are going to get 129.94 meters cube.